Okay, very good. All right, welcome and good evening, everyone. This is the regular meeting of the Suffern Central School District Board of Education for Tuesday, July 29, 2025, that we are now recalling to order. Thank you, everyone, for your patience while we had a little delay. We're now going to start the regular meeting, and we will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, and all board members are present with the exception of Jason Andert. And tonight we welcome our new board member, Roxanne Bryan. Thank you for being with us tonight. Okay, item 1.07 is the minutes of the organizational meeting of July 2nd, 2025. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the minutes? Do I have a motion to approve the minutes? Mrs. Hodge, second. Mr. Frazier, all in favor signify by saying aye. 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 Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, thank you. Abstention by Ms. Bryan. And now minutes of the regular meeting of July 2nd, 2025. This is the regular meeting. Do I have a motion to approve these minutes? Mr. Shapiro, second. Mr. Donnelly, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, very well, Mrs. Bryan. And now superintendent's comments.
Thank you very much. Sharuk, if you can get the video ready to go. I'm just want to say a few words. We are so excited to have here in the middle of the summer, when typically the meeting is quick because we're going through some perfunctory approvals. Not to say that there aren't some perfunctory approvals to go through at tonight's meeting, but we're thrilled that we have the Challenger Center folks here tonight, Reach Foundation, and then, of course, our student state championship 4x400 team, who I'm going to ask to come up in a few minutes. We're so excited about their incredible accomplishment, but really to put things in perspective for all of us, I'm going to ask Sharuk if he can put on the screen and ask board members to take a little, step back if you need to take a look at this just incredible race that shows just the dominance of Suffern Central. All right. I have to tell you, it's not often we have state champions in the Suffern Central School District, and the four of you just dominated that race and made everybody so proud throughout the entire season. You are easy to cheer for. I mean, just look at your smiles right now, right? It's a couple months ago now, for crying out loud, and it still feels fresh. Yeah, you dominated for sure. You dominated. So I love the fact that you also brought your hardware today, right? I hear the clinking and the clanking of it all. But of course, I have to thank your coaches as well. Coach Dempsey and Delaney's here. And I know that you have so many other coaches that helped you along the way to really get you to where you are. So I'd like to call you up. And after I call you up, I'd love for your coaches to come on up here as well, pose with the Board of Education for a picture for us. And thank you for making us so proud to be Mounties, and you represented us so well. So Kayla Darius, come on up. Don't go too far away. You're right up to the middle there. Right? And I've got Grace Delaney. Aviana Sanin. And then I think the anchor for the race, right? Karen Augustin. All right, I'd like to ask the board to come on up and pose. I don't know about you, but just to give you some perspective, I've always wondered, like, if I were to run against any one of the four of you, how much further behind would I have been in any of those 400-meter runs, right? You ever think about that? Right? We would have barely started and they would have been finished. Just incredible. Just incredible. You are more than welcome to stay, but I recognize that it's summer, and you're more than welcome to I would say, you're more than welcome to run out. Just don't run out too fast. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Just an incredible accomplishment. So this is a moment where I want to pivot to another remarkable gesture that the Challenger Center is now entering has entered a different phase with ending the experience that so many students got to have at the Challenger Center. We know that we had years and years, over 20 years, I believe, of students from the Suffern Central School District get to experience the excitement of a shuttle launch and go on missions and feel what it would be like to be in the different roles with NASA. And it inspired many of our students. And the gentlemen that were joining us a couple of weeks ago when we were meeting with the reporter from LOHUD talked specifically about individual students that they know who've had very successful STEM careers as a result of those experiences that they have had. And I know as a former physics teacher, you know, I of course nerd out on the aeronautics and all that exciting stuff. And I remember being a young teacher going to a Challenger Center with students and just seeing how students' eyes lit up and how I was inspired by that space. But as we know, there are life cycles to everything, and the Challenger Center here in the Suffern Central School District in Rockland County has come to an end, and I couldn't be more thankful and appreciative of the board from the Challenger Center deciding to use the funds that were left in their foundation, if you will, to continue to inspire students. And we here in the Suffern Central School District are committed to continuing to inspire our students in the STEM fields. And so the Rockland Challenger Center is going to be graciously presenting us with a check tonight for $385,000 that is going to last us about 10 or so years, because we've, in conversation with the Challenger Center, have agreed that we are going to allow all of our students to get some exposure to that generosity. So each of our elementary schools in each of the next 10 years or so are going to receive $5,000 grants. There will be teachers involved and principals involved in determining what those funds are going to be used for in the STEM fields. Our middle school is going to receive $10,000 every year, and our high school will receive $10,000 every year starting this upcoming school year. It's just an incredible gesture where we hope that this seed money for some cool projects and opportunities for our students will inspire the next generation of STEM students. In addition to that, the Challenger Center didn't just stop there. They are committed to providing scholarships for students who are interested in going into the STEM fields as well. And so they have partnered with our REACH Educational Foundation. There's some members of the board of the REACH Foundation here tonight who are going to be evaluating and distributing scholarships to students in the amount of about $5,000 a year for the next 10 years. So they are donating $50,000 in scholarships for Suffern Central students. Can't thank the Challenger Center enough for recognizing the good work that we do. And together we're going to be able to promote STEM for future generations of students. So I know that some of the representatives from the Challenger Center would like to say a few words. And Larry, it looks like you are eager to say those words. So come on up and thank you so much.
You covered most of everything I was going to say.
I stole your thunder. Oh, no.
No. Okay, so my name's Larry Pallant. I'm currently the chairman of the board of the Lower Hudson Valley Challenger Center Foundation. And just a short history lesson. Most of us remembered 1986 when the Challenger mission ended after 73 seconds after the launch. And it was an educational mission. The first teacher in space, Kristen McAuliffe, was on the shuttle. And the families, the surviving families, rather than building a monument in Washington, D.C., they felt, let's start these educational centers around the United States. So they initially built them, and we had 50 of them at one time. Everybody remembers Phil Teesey. Phil Teesey was the chairman of the social studies department, and he had a program called Participation in Government. So back in 1994, he charged one of his classes to figure out what to do with the old Airmont Road School. Everybody remember, those of us that are old enough to remember the Airmont Road. I never attended it, but he charged the class with it, and a young lady who was Princeton bound, Christina Rodriguez, thought of the idea of the Challenger Center. So fundraising was done, the foundation was created, and ultimately in November of 1999, we had the ribbon cutting and we started the Challenger Center. Over the course of the years, It was run by the Challenger Center, and in 2010, the town of Ramapo purchased the building from us, and they took over the operation of it. It became part of the recreation department, and when it was going fairly well until COVID hit. Now, when they purchased the building, they gave us funds. Those funds were put in bank accounts, and that's where we come up with this money that we're turning over to the school district. Over the course of the 20 plus years, we had approximately 7,000 missions, 230,000 students went through that center. When it ended, Challenger Corporate came in, the equipment went back to them, but we're sitting with some mighty nice money. So our board got together, and when you liquidate a not-for-profit, it can't be done like that. So you have to get state approval, AG approval. You have to go through all kinds of dotting your I's and crossing your T's. But I'm proud to present you with a facsimile of a $385,000 check. So,
Can the board come up and? I wonder if the board can come up and pose for a photo?
you know what we're doing.
Can the board come on up and pose? Yep. Great. You wanted to do the Reach Foundation next, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, do you want to stay here? Yeah. Some words to say?
No. Okay, so we have the exact same thing for the Reach Foundation, and we are extremely happy to present them also with a check for $50,000. And when we were going through the negotiations, it was explained to me by Dr. Hudson that the school district cannot issue scholarships. But at your suggestion, you said, let's go out to the Reach Foundation. And so here we are.
Thank you.
Sorry. Perfect, thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you to Reach for making this happen. Another round of applause for the Challenger Center, please. Thank you so much.
Oh, one more thing, please.
Sure.
We were required to hold back $25,000 for legal fees and any accounting fees and any tax returns. The bulk of that will be going back to the school district. Our estimate is no less than 15,000, I think. Yeah, so the total amount will be at least $400,000 going to the district. Okay.
You know, it just keeps getting better and better, Larry. This is fantastic.
Well,
I feel like we can all go home. No, no.
101? Bill, the town of Ramapo owns that. I don't even know what's going on there because they're doing something. They're gutting it.
So to the Reach Foundation, thank you so much for helping us help our students with scholarships, and of course to the representatives from the Challenger Center. Thank you so much, and we're going to make you proud with how we utilize that funding. Thank you. And thus concludes my superintendent's report.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. Thank you to our winning track team who ran out because they're good at running. And thank you so much to Mr. Paladin and the members of the Challenger Center with the 40th anniversary of that terrible tragedy approaching next year. It's so important to carry on that legacy of science and technology and innovation. And especially with that astronaut, Krista McAuliffe, who was herself a high school teacher on board, it's so meaningful for us to be able to honor her life and that mission in our school system and educate the next generation of scientists and engineers, mathematicians, and educators of all kind. So thank you so much for thinking of us. And also to the Reach Foundation, an organization that I was involved with for many years. I know how much time and effort went into preparing to take on the STEM scholarships awards and how much time and effort and organization goes into awarding these scholarships. So I appreciate all the work that Reach is doing to take on that responsibility and to support the education and continuing education of our wonderful Suffern graduates who are moving into the sciences. And I think we all know when you come into science or when you go on in science, how important it is to have a knowledge of humanities and social studies and a true awareness of the world. And I hope that Suffern High School is creating those well-rounded students who can take their education to the next level. So thank you everyone for being with us tonight. We are now going to move on to public participation. This is our first of two public participation sections. This is on action items only. Action items are on our agenda, number 2.01 through 2.18. Is there anyone here to speak on an action item tonight? Okay, looks like not, so we're going to close that portion of the meeting. Before asking for a consent agenda, are there any items that any board member would like to pull?
Yes.
Yes.
2.01.
2.01. Okay.
And I also have 2.01, please.
Okay. Anything else? Okay. This time I would ask for a motion for a consent agenda to approve items number 2.02 through 2.18. Do I have a motion? Mrs. Hodge, second. Mr. Frazier, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, 2.01, motion. Mr. Shapiro, second. Mr. Frazier, discussion? No?
Well, I'm going to have discussion, I think, after. Want me to go first, Paul? No, I'm not saying anything. Oh, you're not saying anything? Yeah, I'm going to keep my mouth closed.
Okay.
Which is a shock. It's not voting time. What I'd like to do is I would like to pull 2.01, line 1 is the English department. I know we had conversation, but I just can't wrap my head around the situation of the move that was made. The individual there was in this position for 9 years, in the position, and it's my understanding there was none or little conversation about this move, about the interview. I think during the interview, it was said that the individual teaches to the test, which I think is very important. I know the test that they're talking about doing away with it in the next 2 years or so, but as of right now, the test is still going on, and I think we should be bringing material in to get these kids to pass the test. I just have real concern about the department itself. The fellowship in there. I know there's been issues in that department in the past, and I think the individual has taken care of things. And although some people may not like what he said, but he tries to keep his issues within the department. The biggest problem that I have is there's no documentation here. There's just no documentation that there was conversation that changes should be made. I know that, and I'm trying to, that's why I'm, okay. I understand that. With that, I think I'll end. Although I do question administration if everybody wanted this move. If this was actually authorized, well, if it satisfied administration making this move at this time. And I'll just leave it at that because I know it's a sensitive area, but I'm very disappointed in the move. I just can't wrap my head around doing something like this at this time. I really have a problem with it. I just don't think it's good for business. And I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Any other comments? No? Okay. Mr. Donnelly, so is your objection to that particular item or?
Just that particular item. I have no problem with the rest of the agenda. Okay, so Heather, I just want just that one item that I'm voting no against. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so you will approve the rest of the professional personnel report.
Absolutely support it.
Okay, and Mr. Shapiro, is your?
I will be abstaining.
Okay,
From
from the entire item?
Yeah.
Okay, very well. Okay, all in favor of approving the professional personnel report in its entirety, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay, all in favor of approving the professional personnel report with the exception of item one that Mr. Donnelly outlined?
Did you word that again?
Approving the professional personnel report with the exception of item one that you.
Yes, I support that.
Okay. So, Mr. Donnelly, you are going to vote against approving item one of that personnel report, line one. Okay. All right. Any abstentions?
I abstain from the entire item.
Okay. Very good. All right. Then we're going to move on to board member comments. 3.01. Are there any board member comments tonight? Okay. All right, then we're going to move on to public participation. This is on any district-related business. If you're here to speak on any district-related business, please approach the lectern. Please keep your remarks to 3 minutes. Please do not mention anyone in the district by name, whether staff, student, or teacher. And please give us your name and spell your name, please. Thank you.
My name also. Hi, my name is Sina Helberstad. Spell S-I-N-A-I. Last name also got spelled? Yes? I like, what?
Well, I know who you are, but not everybody is going to know.
Okay. So I'd like to thank I'd like to say names. The president of the board and all involved, included Dr. William and Junior, for making it much more easier without any extra cost for the district to get more kids in the private school transportation to get the transportation. And I hope that we'll be able to coming year to get more kids without any extra expense for the same price, and more kids on the private school transportation to make it much more easier, time efficient, and to get from school home and same thing back. Appreciate it, all the work you've done. And it's very exciting to be in a good district. I hope that we'll get more finances from Albany to make it a little bit easier. Yes? I hope you don't disagree.
We don't disagree.
Okay?
You get it.
We all need to work together on it. It's one district that we will have to work together on it. And it will come. Nothing happens in one day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Halberstam. Is there anyone else from the public who wishes to speak tonight? Okay, seeing as there are none, we are going to close that portion of the meeting and go to superintendent's closing comments.
I do actually have a few comments. Mr. Halberstam, I'd like to thank you for coming to our board meeting to share your appreciation for the work that's been done to improve transportation services for some of our non-public students, particularly those who attend schools who are able to either go to a school that has their own transportation service or partner with another non-public school. And together they can provide some of those transportation services that more closely align to the start and end times that they're seeking, all at the same time, as you indicated, not increasing the cost of those bus runs for the district. So I really want to thank you and other leaders in the non-public community for your partnership and your patience, as now this is the second year where we're expanding those opportunities for our for the students that we serve who attend non-public schools. So thank you. I also want to take a moment to recognize Jiho Lee, who's in the back. Jiho, can you give a little wave? Jiho is one of our 4 student interns this coming year in our communications department. Jiho is here to take some, in case you didn't notice, she was here taking some pictures of some of the events taking place this evening, and we'll see her and some of her student colleagues from time to time throughout the course of the year. This is our first step into internship programs in our school district, and we are looking to expand that as well. And I want to thank Ms. Mermelstein for really taking on this challenge, and we're going to see some great benefits for our student interns as well as for our district as well. And thus concludes my superintendent's report, along with well wishes for the remainder of the summer. We're about halfway there, and keep enjoying the nice toasty weather. Thus concludes my superintendent's report. And thank you very much, Ms. Dickman, for that reminder. Is Jose in here? Larry, can you take a peek and see? That's okay. If he's not out in the hallway, I'd like to bring him in for a moment, but if not, I still have a few words. I appreciate everybody's patience. And if we can't find him, it means he's cleaning somewhere in the building. That's right. Maybe. All right. So tomorrow is Jose's last official day in the school district. But for those of us that are here in the Hilburn building, Jose is near and dear to everybody's heart. He is an incredible custodian who works tirelessly to make sure that this facility is clean, that it's ready to go for various meetings. We often joke that he finds things to clean that we didn't even know existed or needed cleaning. He's always looking to make this place look spotless because he takes such great pride. But more importantly, besides doing the great job, he's a wonderful human being. He knows a little bit about everybody's family, what they're going through when they're having a rough day, when they're having a great day. He celebrates with people, and he also builds people up. If I'm having a rough day, here comes Jose's smile into the office, cheers you up, makes you feel wonderful. And Jose 20 years in this Suffern Central School District, finishing up, of course, in the best place here in Hilburn, where we've had a chance to get to know you. I can't thank you enough for what you've done for all of us and for what you've done for the students and the entire community here in Suffern Central. So I want to thank you for your incredible career here. Congratulations, Jose. Thus concludes my superintendent's report for real.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. I don't know how much you can see at home, but for those of you who do come in for a meeting, the reason that you have a chair to sit in is because of Jose. The reason that I have a chair to sit in is because of Jose. And the reason that the room always looks nice and neat and clean and the four shades are lined up exactly perfectly is because of Jose. So I asked Eric who's going to replace Jose, but there really is no replacement for Jose because he's so amazing. So we will miss him very much. And now our next meeting will be August 26th, right back here in Hilburn. At this time, do I have a motion to adjourn? Mr. Shapiro, second. Second. Mrs. Hodge, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? None. Very good. All right, we'll see everyone back here on August 26th. Thank you.
Thanks so much.